Well, welcome everyone. It's the end of your first week in spring. It's so exciting. Yeah. I'm so excited to find when we do the check-ins, whether you've flipped the switch or not, whether you've experienced energy and all of that sort of thing. But something else, and it's largely because of your post, Joey, that it's really been, I've been thinking about the whole concept of frenemies and in our life and what their motivation is. I mean, that's what was really surprising, especially when it's a work colleague that's trying to derail your efforts by bringing you a nice drink and that sort of thing. I was just thinking, you know, you spend so much time with that person. In fact, you probably spend more time at the office than you do at home awake. So what's the mechanism there? Why are they trying to do something like that to you? Because this probably comes across as really, really well-intentioned. I mean, frenemies can appear as your family or your friends, as well as your coworkers. And what I discovered was I started asking Dr. Google, as we do, and found that article that I just posted up. And the mechanism of it is really, it's not about you. It's not about you at all. It's about their fragile ego. The fact is, they come and they're in a group, and they might even be the person that's considered the leader of that group. And you're rising above the herd. You're rising above the group, and you're setting yourself out as being a little bit different, and that's uncomfortable to them. They're really uncomfortable with the idea that you might be doing something different to the rest of the group. And so they're trying to bring you back in. They might have it in their head, oh yeah, you know, I've seen Joey do diets before, but she hasn't stuck with them, so this will just be another one of those things. Or it might be that, yeah, I've seen Joey do a few diets before, but this is week 6. I've never seen her stick with something this long. And starting to look a bit different. What's that all about? I don't like this. I don't like this. If anyone's going to be the star of a weight loss story, it's going to be me. I don't like this. I'm going to derail Joey a little bit. And it might all be very subconscious and all in the guise of being friendly and nice. But they're trying to pull you back down to their level.
Well, sorry. Actually, no one knows what I have been doing so far. Yeah.
How did they pick up on the green drink? They must have seen you take that to work or something and noticed that you were...
They didn't notice it because my seat is quite isolated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
they may not know, or they are just guessing whether I'm on diet or what, because I eat by myself these 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay. So they just guess, but I didn't tell anything.
That's Are they noticing that you're not coming out to lunch with them as often?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're noticing something.
They just have doubt, but they don't guess what I am doing. What's happening to me?
Yeah.
And
they
might think that what's wrong? Are we not good enough anymore for you? That we go on a separate one. Maybe you should tell them actually, and at least they know what it is. But I don't understand why they guess then that they have to give you a green drink, a green coffee or some kind. Or it's very scary.
Yeah. I have to tell you, Joey. Reggie was absolutely livid. He was so angry when he saw your post that your colleagues were trying to do that for you. You had a real chat here on your side all the way. You did really well resisting that.
I hate
credits for that. Yeah.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So I just want to finish up and really commend you on your courage for sticking with it for this long. Because, I mean, have any of you stuck with a diet for 6 weeks and actually getting more into it now than before? I mean, I've never done it, so I don't know about you guys. So it's so many congratulations this far.
I've done it, but I was starving myself for a long time with 500 calorie per day diets, and I did it for a couple of months. And it's that's terrible. It's really terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, was it, I don't know whether it was on the Eric's FAQs or whether it was on today's video, but talking about the mechanism of those calorie restriction diets and everything, and how this really is not a time to be even thinking about counting calories. It's just not relevant to the season that you're in at the moment. And in saying that, don't be tempted to chop off and go really low fat with this and just thinking you've got to have lean protein. You've got to include good fats in there as well, whether it be in the form of coconut oil or avocado oil, your extra virgin olive oils, that sort of thing. It's getting a good quantity of that in your diet as well is really important. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wendy, do you want to say anything at this point? No? Let's jump into the check-ins. So Joey, we started with you.
Okay.
How's your week been? Have you felt the switch flip or anything yet?
I remember that I mentioned on Monday that I had very bad sleep, but I was energetic on it from day to night on Monday. But it's quite fluctuating. In the past few days, I feel that my condition returned to what I was before joining the program. Yeah, I told Andy. So quite frustrating for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your energy level been during the day? Even though you're saying that your sleeping patterns are not great again, but how's your energy been during the day?
Not good too.
Not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today is a little better.
A little better. Do you think have you had any slip ups in the way of any sugar being sneaking in there? Anything that might have been holding you back?
No. No, I'm very careful in choosing the food I eat.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen today's video, have you? Yeah. Well, Eric does talk that it doesn't happen in a day or two for some people. Some people it can take quite a week or 2 weeks to flip the switch. Just hoping it's going to be sooner rather than later for you. Yeah.
Maybe I'll feel better after watching Eric's video.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Because it's totally normal what you're going through. People just their switch flips at different times, especially if it's the first time for you that you've ever gone into the spring state. What we call spring, scientifically it's called ketosis. And if this is your first time, it can be quite resistant getting you to flip that switch. So hang in there. You're doing really, really well. And if you're sticking to the program 100%, then you can expect that switch to flip for you. Yeah, you're doing really well, Joey. Really proud of you. You've had a good week. Good week. Have you noticed, has the sugar monster been rearing its head? Has it been talking to you and tempting you with sugary things? Or have you been, it's been playing pretty good week? Oh, I think we might have lost her. Come back, Joey.
Go away from the light. There she is.
There she is.
Just a second. Yeah, it's the water probably.
Can you hear?
Yes.
All that. Yay.
Yeah. Did you hear the question? Yeah. Have you had any trouble with the sugar monster trying to tempt you into some snacks or anything?
Just in my mind. The monster keeps tempting me in my mind. Yeah.
Is the voice getting a little softer? Is it getting a little bit easier it's obviously getting easier to resist because you're not having the snacks. You're doing really well. But is it getting a bit less? Have you noticed?
I just noticed that these 2 days, I keep on thinking, what can I eat after I finish the program? A lot of things I want to eat, especially the sugary things. Yeah.
Yeah, still calling to you. Yeah. You've got a good sugar addiction going there, Joey.
Yeah.
You stay strong. You'll break through. You'll break through. That's for sure. You're doing so well. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Frank, what kind of a week have you had? How have your energy levels?
It's okay. I think the sleep is definitely better. I think usually I wake up quite fresh. Energy level, so I didn't feel the switch like like this from the switch from ketosis or something, but yeah, but last time also when I tried to avoid eating sugar, so I don't feel the switch, so I may not be feeling it. Energy level, I think is quite good actually. Actually last night, like our gym started coming back, right? So Wendy and we were in the same Krav Maga school, and for like 6 months, the school closed because of this pandemic. And last night was the first day of class, so I went to that class. So
cool.
Usually we have this 1 hour, like 1 hour class, and then like 2 1 hour class. So but they changed the format. Now it's 1.5 hours. Usually after 1 hour class, I'll be very tired.
Yeah.
But after 1.5 hours, I'm fine. I can go another half an hour. Another one hours. So I don't know. That's because I'm getting fitter and more exercise at home, or because of these things. So maybe I think it should have some effect on it. So yeah, I think I feel pretty good. So tomorrow I go again for 5 hours. See if I'm dead afterwards.
Wow, that is so cool. That is so cool. That's a definite win, Frank. God.
Yeah, definitely. I think I feel like stamina is better. I think endurance is better. So yeah.
That's awesome, Frank. That's really how I felt about
yeah, you feel the same thing. Okay.
Yeah. So it really is like since I believe in the principles of WildFit and eating the way that WildFit has preached, I definitely noticed that when I go to that gym that we were talking about, the self-defense school, my stamina has gone so much better. And like, I think you are already feeling it right now. You were saying that you don't feel as tired, right? You can feel that you can still go for, right? That is a big change. So please pay attention to it. So sometimes when we say that the flip has switched, this could be an example of your flip may have already switched already. I would just take note of that and see if there's more energy change in the next coming few days for you. But definitely, I'm so glad that you're seeing it. So this is one great example of the benefit of being in spring season. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I want to share something. Like I think way before I know like the 20s on WildFit, and I did notice because when we practice with partner. I was punching partner, holding the pad. I can normally feel Wendy punching much harder than before.
Really? Wow.
So I don't know what happened. Like it's like he must be practicing a lot. But no, we got something to do with it. Yeah.
Now you know my secret, Frank. And also, so Frank mentioned that we practice self-defense in Beijing, and so I actually saw some of the photos from the class yesterday. We have our self-defense school. We have our own like community group on a different social media platform. So I was actually looking at the photo, and Frank, I think it looks like you have lost some weight, if I'm not mistaken. I was just looking at the photos.
Possibly, like Wang Qin mentioned the same thing. I didn't notice it. I mean, I look at the mail; it's the same to me. But yeah, once you mentioned that, it looks like I lost some weight, so maybe I did lose some.
Did anybody mention it to you at this practice yesterday?
Just Wang Qin.
Yes, yeah. So one of the staff members at the self-defense school noticed Frank lost weight. So awesome! Really glad to hear this. Yeah, let's just keep noticing. See if there are more people coming to you saying similar things and whatnot. But I mean, regardless of what people are saying, how you feel is the most important. So if you already felt that your stamina has improved and your energy has gone up, that's a big win for you. So we are all very happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And Joey, I just want to say that don't worry about this phase, like when am I going to flip the switch and whatnot. Everyone is on a different schedule. So Eric has a very good analogy here, which is a popcorn popping. Are you familiar with like popcorn? Like, are you familiar with how popcorn is made? So when it usually comes in like a bag with like seeds, just seeds. Yeah. And then once you put in the oven, the popcorn usually they pop, 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 like it pops at different times, at different rates. Okay.
Okay.
So we are the popcorn here. And the moment that we turn from like a hard seed into like the popcorn that we are familiar with, that process, every piece of popcorn pops differently. So I want you to just be patient with it. Everybody goes at a different rate. And because for you this is perhaps the first time you are trying to switch fuel source. So it might take a little bit time for you, but it doesn't mean it won't happen. Okay. And I want you to see it as a process, and the other side can be better. I know right now it might feel like you are struggling a little bit. You mentioned that you felt like your energy level has dipped again, and you are not feeling as good as a few weeks ago. Almost felt like you were pre-WildFit again. Remember this is how you felt before WildFit, right? But once you start WildFit, the 5 weeks in, your body started to feel changes, right? So we're doing something similar here again. Your body is once again is training into a different phase. And I want you to see that the other side could be better. Just like how before WildFit, you don't know what WildFit is about. And once you're in WildFit for week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you see your sleep has improved. Just like how you had no faith about it before, but once you're in it, you see their changes. We're doing something similar here. Yes, we're going through changes. We need to wait for a little bit, but the other side could be better. I mean, Frank is an inspiration here. He's feeling it right now that his stamina has improved. So I just want you to see that this will happen, and we're not in a competition. Everybody is a different rate. The popcorn, pop, 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 pop. Just remember that. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great, Wendy. Great analogy. And it's unfortunate, but Joey, you're probably going to notice that Frank and Reggie get results faster. It's just one of those really mean things in genetics that men have an easier time with this than women. So yeah, you just got to be kind to yourself, keep up your hydration and everything. And we'll go more through that. And but it'll happen for you for sure.
You know, I've been so tired these few days. Even my muscle become fatigued. Just like I after finish the hard ball game, tennis game, or having walked 100 miles. So is it normal or what?
Yes, it is totally normal. And in actual fact, the fact that you're experiencing that shows that you're very close to actually reaching the summit or flipping the switch, because you're showing all the symptoms that your body's changing over from. It's got to use up all the energy stores from the sugar burning phase, and then you'll switch over into the fat burning stage. And all these symptoms that you're experiencing are showing that you're actually getting really, really close, really, really close. So don't give up, because it's so worth it. It is so worth it. Wendy, I don't know if you want to add some more in here.
No, I agree with Kim 100% here. And Joey, if you have a chance to watch Eric's video today, he talks about this particular phase that, some of us are not feeling great at this stage. I want you to know that you are not alone. There are other people went through the similar phase in this week, particularly in WildFit, not feeling great. So I want you to know that there are other people who feel the same way too. So for Frank, he has done other types of dieting before, and he's familiar with fat burning mode diets. So for him to go over this phase is probably easier for him because he has done it. So remember, every time when we do something for the first time, it's not going to be easy, but doesn't mean it won't work. It's just that we need to be kind to ourselves. We need to be more patient with ourselves, and you have to have faith in yourself and the program, because WildFit has been around for more than 6 years. Hundreds of thousands of people have gone through it, and it's a proven methodology that it works. So just be patient with it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Alrighty. Last one, Richie. How is your week?
What would that be? Well, just, yeah, I'm sorry that it didn't happen for Joey yet. But I must say that the last week before actually going into spring, I had a really tough time. Every single moment when I could sleep, I fell asleep during the day, and I was, because we do the 5K walk in the morning. That's quite something. But then I am refurbishing the attic. I'm working there. I'm sorting out stuff and throwing out tons and tons of old stuff that I'm not using anymore. Kim, it's terrible, and it was really dragging me down. And I thought, is this ever going to be okay? And then you go into spring, and then you think, well, okay, Monday the switch will flip over, and I'm fine. And it didn't happen. Not on Monday, but it's quite strange, of course, if it happens straight away. So it took me a couple of days, and I must say, actually, at Thursday, after the fourth day, it totally it flipped. But I think Frank and I, we used the same kind of method before, like the ketosis thing. So you actually were quite used to it, I think, and our bodies are somewhat set up for it. I think that's the idea. And so suddenly I had a huge explosion of power. And I thought, it's only a one-time thing. And then yesterday again, it was not normal. We got up at around 7, I think. We went out to walk for 5Ks. I started working immediately, and I had to stop myself. I had to. That's a good mug, man. That's a good mug with a cat on it. No, but I had to stop myself. It was around 10:30 or something that I said, I'm coming downstairs now, because if I listen to my body now and look at until my energy is gone, then I think I could have worked until 1 o'clock in the morning or something. It's ridiculous. And today the same thing. I just had a nappy before, but it's pretty warm in here, so I think that must be not enough oxygen, I think. But I feel I can continue until 1 o'clock at night. And I used to be like that all the time, but then with the help of sugar and whatever. And so it's brilliant. I really hope that will happen for you soon, Jody. It's really comforting to have to come to something. And even neighbors in the road, I was talking to them, and the guy was really, he almost touched my hand, because we have to stay 1.5 meters away from one another. He said, he reached out for his hand. He said, "Are you okay?" I said, "What do you mean? Health-wise?" He said, "Why? Do you notice something?" And he said, yeah. Did you lose weight so much? I said, "No, not even know." I said, then I told him about WildFit, and then he was for the program to him. But I always try to. No, but it's really, he was concerned about. But I can't see it, because you see little bits by bits every time. Kim doesn't see it either, because we're most of the time together. So there's something going on, definitely. That I feel good about it. And the funny thing is what I heard with you, Joey, that you said you're almost looking forward till the end of the course, that you can go back and have some sugar again. But I don't have that. There are certain things where I even don't want it anymore. I like dairy. That was my biggest addiction. The last one. Now I think my last one. No, my last one was. What was my last one?
Coke.
No, that was even. The dairy was one of the last ones for sure. And I cut it out, and so that's important. That I think that if you first think how is it produced, that's a very important one to me. I get grossed out by the fact of how it goes with cows, and that's one thing. And the industry that's behind it. I heard some strange messages about avocado as well, so we have to dig into that one. But you can see that gradually, the farmers are sort of going back more and more to the sort of a healthy idea. Here in Almere, I think I told it the last time, that there's a farmer around here that starts to produce soy, his own soy on the acre and on the fields, because people want it, but a lot of people don't trust it, and I don't trust it either, because we all know that it's very much a GMO kind of food, soy. and they're starting to produce it here in the fields in Almere, of all places where we live. But we got tons of acre field here, so so he's he's answering a demand at the moment that people are asking more and more soy, and he wants to give it fresh to the people and not with all that insecticides or whatever they do with it. So it's a good movement going on there.
That's
and
good.
so I really want to go healthy for the rest. Now, hopefully the rest of my life. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about, because we went from winter to spring and now we're losing weight and we're feeling better and got more energy. I'm afraid that if we go back to winter at some point, that we lose all the energy again. We start getting fat again.
Yeah.
The only concern I've got.
I think you're confusing the seasons. Winter is actually fasting.
Yeah.
Where we were the week before we went into spring was more what we call summer, where you've got some fruits in your diet, you're eating root vegetables, and that sort of thing. So but you're still sugar burning. You're definitely not fat burning, but it's a really nice season to stay in. In fact, when you come to live WildFit, which we talk more about later on, you probably find that most of your time you'll spend actually living in summer and using seasons like autumn for your holiday seasons, like Christmas and that sort of thing, when you want to have those comforting foods. Maybe you indulge in some WildFit cookies, things like that. You're introducing sugars. And then you'd use winter as your fast. So, yeah. Actually, Reggie, there was something I don't hope you don't mind me bringing up, but it was a conversation we had this morning. It was, you noticed your tummy was growling. It was really loud. Both of us could hear it. And yet at the same time you said, my tummy's grumbling, but I'm not hungry. And it was a really interesting, and I sort of quizzed you a bit about you identifying the different hungers that you can experience at this. But I thought it was really, really great that you could distinguish the difference between empty stomach hunger and actually needing to eat. You didn't actually feel like eating at that point. That was really cool.
Yay! I find that's the hardest hunger to identify.
Yeah.
Because emotional hunger, now I know what it is. It's like, I always have emotional hunger. But then the empty stomach one, it's hard to tell. So I'm glad that you're able to tell it now. I think once you're more comfortable with identifying the hungers, it does come easier. So great job, Reggie. And Joey, I don't know if you heard Reggie said in the beginning that he also didn't feel great before this week, right, Reggie? You were saying,
yes.
Right, terrible, very low energy, really low energy.
See, do you hear that? People go through this, so you're not alone here. Reggie went through it too.
Yes, yeah. I'm quite surprised that Reggie has such a hard time, because I guess he's doing quite well throughout.
That's what I'm saying. You never know how people are feeling until you ask, until people talked about it. So I'm really proud of you this week that you posted your challenge in the Facebook group and how everybody jumped in to help you, because this is what the group coaching is all about. And we are all giving support for each other. And this is how we utilize this Facebook group here too, sharing ideas, sharing our wins or our challenges. So I'm really glad you trust us and you posted your challenge there so we can help you. And I just want to emphasize you're not alone here. Reggie just went through it. So just hanging in there. Okay.
Yeah. Reggie, did you notice any other wins this week apart from the energy, which is amazing, and I've got a
sorry, I forgot to mention this morning as well. I just took the test. I just took one of those keto
keto sticks. Yeah.
And I tested the keto sticks. I tested it, and I was definitely coloring discoloring the strip. And it was not, of course, it's not the darkest one, but it's and I know now that if I'm using like lemon at the moment, that the lemon juice, and what was the other thing, vinegar, it doesn't get me out of my ketosis. So I'm happy about that. we already use very healthy vinegar. The only thing I was a bit strange about, I told that during doing the video that I discovered that in that lemon was a little bit of sugar. But I'm not using that much. And today I made an avocado without the lemon juice, and it tasted fine. So you don't need, it gives you a little bit more of a zing to it, but you don't have to put it in if you don't trust it, especially when when your switch is going very slow, then maybe you shouldn't use that then. But for the rest, I'm happy that it still works for me. And I don't know how it goes with going to other seasons, but at the moment I love this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of nice fats, good quality fats and stuff like that. Yeah, nice.
And how about your hay fever this week?
Well, it's a good question. Today I had two loud sneezes, and that's the worst I can get actually at the moment. So I must say this, my allergy is definitely toning down. And we're still walking in free nature in the morning, and that's all. There's everything around us. It's very dry in the Netherlands at the moment, too dry for the season. And so there's grass and there's thistles that are all dried out, and they shoot everything in the air, seeds and all those fine pollen stuff. And I must say, if I would have done this 20 years ago, I couldn't go anywhere else anymore after that. I would go home and it's sort of like you have a fever attack and you have to sleep or you have to wait until everything becomes better. But now I just can function totally, no problem at all. No. So,
not a fantastic win. That's great. Joey, have you noticed any changes with your allergies? Have they sort of...
It also get worse this week. I don't know why.
Wow.
Before this week, it really, I mean my was very dry, easily burst.
Okay. Yeah.
I felt hydrated. I felt they are hydrated before, after during the sugar burning season, but into this week they clearly returned to what I was before.
You have to drink more.
Yeah. It's very, very important to keep your hydration up at this time. A lot of the symptoms that you're describing, they come up when you research keto flu, and these are all detox symptoms that are coming through for you. And yeah, every symptom, it's totally normal what you're going through. It's taking you a long time to get to this point in your health. Just give it a little bit more time and patience to work through your gut biomes changing over, and there's a lot of internal change happening, and it will manifest itself in low energy, irritability. You can even get a rash at this time as you're flushing, detoxing your system more. Tiredness, and you feel worse. And they call it the keto flu for a reason, because it has flu-like symptoms. Yeah, it's called keto flu, and it's because it's got those cold and flu type symptoms. But you're so close. When you watch Eric's video today or tomorrow, you'll see he talks about this, and it is so normal, and you're so close. You can almost feel it. I know Wendy's excited for you as well. That it's uncomfortable and it's unpleasant, but you'll get there, and just keep hydrating yourself, because you really need that.
Yeah, Joey, just think of it right now is you're getting rid of all the toxins out of your body. So before it's out of your body, it has to go through your body first. So that's why you're like feeling like, oh,
Yeah.
It's all because this toxin needs to come out. It's coming out right now. It takes some time to come out, and part of coming out of it is feeling not so great. But it's temporarily. It will get over. For me, I did not feel what Frank or Reggie's feeling in the first week either. It takes me a few weeks. So I just want you to know that it's part of the process here. We have to get rid of all these yucky stuff Think about it. You've been living the way that you were living, how you eat all your life, I'm guessing, right? Up until before WildFit. Would you say so? However many years. We don't have to say how many years yet, but it's I would say to say at least 10 years, right?
Yeah. Decades for me.
See, decades for Reggie. So think about it. If you've been forming a habit for over 10 years, we don't expect the body to understand a new habit in days or a week. Because that's not how the body works. The body needs some time to get used to a new way of living. It won't happen in days or a week. It will take some time. Does it make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I last night when I wake up from my dream at about 3 to 4 o'clock, I also think about it. I tell myself, now we are into the fat burning mode. We should use up some energy. So why so nervous about it? Yeah. I really talk to myself like that.
That's great. Yeah. Don't please relax. And to help you get through this phase right now that you're like, whoa, is relax. I know it sounds strange that you were like feeling like and you're like, how can I relax right now? Unfortunately, you have to in order to get through it, because Eric said this, if we're not telling our body that it's calm, we're in a safe environment, our body would not let go of fat, will not release fat. I think some of us here want to release fat. In order to do that, you have to tell yourself that this is just part of it. It's temporarily. I will get over it. Many people have gone through it. Wendy and Kim understand this. Everybody is on the same boat. Reggie felt crap last week as well. So it's okay. And I'm glad you're already telling yourself that don't be so nervous about it. Don't even use the word nervous. I want you to use the words relax, or in Cantonese, 放鬆. Okay? Because how you talk to yourself is really important. So use more positive words, please. Use more empowering words like relax versus nervous. Don't be nervous. Just say relax. Don't even have the word nervous in your mind right now. That won't help.
I understand.
Yes? Okay, fabulous.
Yeah.
Great.
But out of all the bad things, I did have a good thing.
Okay, do share.
Yeah.
Don't freeze.
Oh, it's the cliffhanger again.
I know, dun 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 dun.
Ah.
You
hear? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. My belly flattens a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. I can feel it.
That's good.
See?
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. See? So do you see these are small steps that it's moving you towards a healthier Joey here? This is just one of many that you have been through. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, let's see. Has anybody else done the keto stick test? Have you bought yourself one of these things? Yeah. Or is it
not yet? I'll get it.
It's nice.
I know Cindy bought it.
Oh, Cindy's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, the thing is with it, and I've noticed this because Reggie's only done his first test today, and I don't know whether it's a typical man thing, but he immediately saw it as a competition to get to
definitely a man thing. That's how men communicate, you know? That's how men communicate.
I deliberately peed longer on it, so that's what it's getting maybe darker, but it didn't. But there's difference in color. Yeah. I think I got halfway or something. I think.
Well, if it shows any color at all, if it's from the neutral into the positive sign, even if it's right down here, the very first one, it means that you're in ketosis. All this is measuring is excess ketones in your system that you're getting rid of. If you're using all the ketones, then it's not going to show up very dark, and then that's a good thing. But all you need to know is if you're registering anything, you're in ketosis. So, and it's not a competition to try and get yourself up the top. I think you're probably quite sick if you get up there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing to remember at this time is lots of hydration, because the season of spring is a diuretic season. The bitter greens that we're eating, it signals the body to start flushing through water and getting things flushed through. And, you know, that can mean that you're more thirsty than you realize. So keep up your water intake. If you can, add an extra alkalizer into your day, because we really, as Wendy said, we just want to keep communicating abundance, everything's good, and it's time to release the fat, because good times are here to stay. So that's the key, is keeping your hydration up, bringing more alkalizer in if you can, preparing. Joey and you guys, all you guys have been doing a fantastic job at preparing your snacks and getting yourself ready, because, you know, when you I'm not going to try and do the saying because it's gone out of my head, but keep planning. Otherwise you can end up by making the wrong choices for yourself. Okay. Yeah. Does anyone have any other questions at this time? No?
All right. I have something else to add then. So
yeah, good.
Everyone, I just want to say congratulations. You are officially halfway through the WildFit challenge. Yay! Yes, so all of you are doing fantastic, and you're sticking to the program. You're still here now, and we're so happy for you that you've already halfway through this. So there are much more coming on the other side after spring. So just hanging in there. And speaking of, Joey mentioned that her body, you felt like your stomach's flattened, right? That it's a good reminder that now this weekend or early next week, it's a good time to do your measurements, photos, and check your weight. Let's see what your actual changes will be. So I highly recommend everybody to do your measurements and your photos this weekend, if not early next week. Okay? Oh, Cindy is coming now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey. Hey, Cindy.
Cindy.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Good to have you.
Hello.
Good to have you joining us in the last.
Hi. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Why don't you give us? So yeah, we've gone through the check-ins. Perhaps you can tell us how you felt about this week. Kim will ask you more about that.
This week it was okay. I don't have any craving for carbs or sugar.
That's great.
Yeah, but I do feel a lot more hungry in the morning because it's only having appetizer. And now I start buying nuts, so I will try the nuts in between meals like a snack. And it's pretty filling. I got the almonds and the Brazilian nuts.
Good stuff. Academia.
Good.
Yeah.
How about your energy levels, Cindy? How have they been this week?
The sleep pattern has been changed a little bit. I mean, I still feel very tired at night around like 11, 12 o'clock. Like I will pass out and then I will wake up, and then I start to wake up a lot earlier. Sometimes it's way too early and I cannot fall back to sleep. Like there was one time I woke up like at 4 a.m. and then I couldn't fall back to sleep. I just laying on bed until like my alarm goes off, and then I will just get up and do my routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big win. I mean, it probably feels incredibly inconvenient, but that's a real good sign when your energy level goes up that way. And you must be sleeping really soundly and deeply for those few hours that you are asleep.
Yeah. I mean, like I felt like the next day I don't feel tired though. Like even though that the night before, like I slept, like I woke up at 4 a.m. and then I just tried to fall back asleep. I couldn't. I was like really lightly sleeping. And then but next day my energy level was okay. It wasn't like I'm like tired or anything like that.
That's fantastic.
But I have started using the keto sticks.
Yeah, we're asking about that.
So like I was in mild yesterday, and then I was in more like heavy today at lunch. Yeah, but I only measure it in the morning though, like when I wake up.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense, the early morning thing, and it's all more concentrated. But that's
so is it? So when is the best time to measure it then?
I would agree with you. I tended to always do it in the morning because I wanted to see a decent result on the stick as well myself. So yeah,
Okay.
because once you get into the day, you should be drinking a lot of water, and you're probably feeling the need to as well, because we're just saying spring is a diuretic season, so you'll be flushing through a lot of water, so you've got to keep topping yourself and hydrating yourself. I think you're doing the right measuring in the morning.
But I do, yes, I do notice I drink a lot of water, but I still feel very thirsty throughout the day.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep drinking more. Yeah, because one reason is because when we eat a lot of the leafy greens, it does well, actually, Kim, help me out here. It was something to do with leafy greens, isn't it?
Yeah. Something about the bitterness of it signals to our body that there's abundant water source around, and that they just doesn't have to carry it anymore as weight. So greens are signaling that we've got no worries with water, so just keep flushing it through. So that detoxing. Are you noticing any uncomfortable symptoms? Anything on your skin? Any rashes or anything that some people experience?
There was a rash in my back, but then the doctor said, because I went in for a Chinese medicine for acupuncturist, and then he noticed I have like 2 rash behind my back, and then he said, "Oh, does it itch or anything?" That I said, "Oh yeah, just itch," but then it's nothing else. So he said it might be caused by like sweat, like the sweat rash. So I don't know if it's from the body or is it just because Hong Kong is quite hot lately. But the rash is like on 2 sides of my right on the shoulder blade.
Right.
Yeah. So like, I probably will go in and see if it's like something I can get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it'll pass. It should just pass in a few days.
It could
It
could also be a detoxing symptom too. That could be one possible explanation during this season. Yeah. Because
okay.
Yeah, because the body is trying to get rid of toxins. So one way to get rid of it is like, going through skin, or maybe have like flu-like symptoms. So these are all normal, all part of it. Just keep observing.
Okay.
And it's temporarily. That's a good news.
Okay. Yeah, the doctor said he was saying like it's nothing serious, but he said it's probably caused by sweat. But it could be the detox, right? Because I'm sweating out things and then causing the rash.
Yeah. Where did you get the keto sticks, by the way? Did you get it online or did you go to like a drugstore, Cindy?
I was planning to get it online. I saw it like a good deal, but then after Joey helped me to like check out, and then it cost like double the price, and I was like, forget it. So I went into just a local pharmacy to pick up like a pack.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Okay. Oh, great. Well, do you have any questions for me or for us? Going forward?
These 2 days I'm not tempted to eat, but then there is like moments that I feel like I want to eat carbs, like rice or noodles. Is it normal? Because I've been no carbs for like 2 weeks already, but then all of a sudden, like this week, I noticed I have like moments that I really want to eat it though. But then I don't really have, not like a strong urge, I need to go eat it now, but it just sort of passed my mind, which I felt kind of weird is happening this week.
Can I just quickly say something here, and now I'll toss it to Kim. So, Cindy, here's a technical term for this, okay? Listen carefully. Your sugar monster is striking back during spring season.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Kim, here
So
we go.
it's
No, well said, Wendy. Yeah, what's happening is your gut biome's changing, and we've all got yeast in our system, and any residual yeast will be going around trying to find some sugar to eat, and it'll be waking up your sugar monster. And it's the transition into spring. It can really get active again as it starts searching for sugar. It'll even go so far. This is another little side effect that you'll know as your switch starts going. And you might wake up in the morning and you don't have the furry feeling on your teeth. That can be how active, those are active yeast going around searching for sugars that might be left on your teeth. So you might notice you wake up, teeth actually feel clean, not all furry like they do. Yeah, but it's your system changing over. But can I ask you? I mean, I think you just said you're not acting on the sugar monster now. So do you feel like the strength of your cravings are reducing now?
well, because I think it's usually not like those moments are not like during mealtime, so it passed quite fast. And it not like doing mealtime. I don't know how I would react if it's mealtime. But then now I just make sure, if I go out to eat or eat with friends, I make sure, like I said last time, that there's more variety to choose from, not like a noodle house or like that. Then I will probably fall into it. But then I don't have the urge to eat when that moment, like when I think about it though. But I just find it strange because I've been off carbs for like 2 weeks already, and then it just all of a sudden there's these moments that all of a sudden I want to eat a lot stronger than my first week when I was cutting out like the grains.
Yes, yeah. It is. It's those leftover yeast, candida, going really activating this. I mean, it's not happy. You've cut out all of its food, and now it's searching any way to get you to eat some sugar, and it will pass. Once again, this is just another symptom that will pass as you switch over into the fat burning mode, and all of it. Then it will become a lot quieter for you. A lot quieter.
Okay.
Really great observation, Cindy. That's really great observation. Keep doing that work. That's really cool. Really cool.
Okay.
And every time you defeat it, you're building up your self-esteem. It gets a little bit more diminished, and it's all a win. You're doing really, really well. So well. And all that preparation work that you're doing, knowing that when you're going out that you get prepared for it, that's really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Proud of you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So it's normal. I just want to make sure. Like,
totally.
I just feel.
Yeah. And Cindy, you can always go back to the exercise that we did in the beginning about our thoughts around food, like the food dialogue exercise, and just ask yourself, what is it that I miss about carbs? Like, what about carbs that makes me want to eat it? And any like memories lingering, emotions lingering around carbs too. That's also a good thought process to do besides, the scientific process that Kim just talked about.
I don't know. I don't think there was like no, not at that moment, because it flashes quite fast that, all of a sudden I would have like a scene of eating noodle or a scene that I was eating rice or something like that. It just flashes really quickly, but then it's just weird. Yeah.
Does everybody hear how happy she was when she said that? The scene just flashed like noodles, and then haha. I think that says something there, Cindy. That's some emotions involved in there. It's fine. Like I'm not. It's not okay. Please don't take it as a judgment. I just want you to know that it's completely normal. Because we're so used to eating certain kind of food, and suddenly we are changing. We're forming a new habit here, and because of this, our body so whenever we do something new, our body likes to fall back into old habits because it's comforting. It's something the body's so used to. It's just security there. But when we're doing something new, it's a bit insecure. So it takes some time to get there. So just take note of that, and ask yourself, why am I so happy when I have a flash scene of noodles and rice?
Yeah, I need to think about that.
Yeah.
But I do notice my food intake is a lot more this week than like the previous weeks. I don't know, it's because I, totally cut off fruits too in the morning, that like lunchtime I felt like I can eat a lot more, and then dinner time I can eat a lot more too than before.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's all good. You're eating all the right foods. I think this is just where you have to be kind to yourself, and if your body's asking for food, I mean, we're wanting to communicate that abundance. So by all means, keep yourself.
Yeah.
I
mean, Cindy, would you consider adding eggs in the morning for breakfast besides having the Alka-Geyser?
I did try 1 week. Oh, I was gonna to ask, what like those Chinese like tea egg, like 茶葉蛋?
Yeah.
Can I eat that, or it has to be pot boiled egg?
Oh no, you can eat those. Those
okay.
tea leaf eggs. Do they add sugar? I'm not so sure, but I doubt it. Usually it's not that sweet anyway, so I think it's fine, and it's more flavorful.
Okay. Yeah. Because I tried that in one morning. I said, I wonder if the sauce they use will be like count as a no. But I will see if I can add like boiled eggs, or I will bring in like, I got some nuts, so nuts is pretty filling. I tried it last night and I was like, this is pretty filling. Like after a couple, I can feel it in the stomach a lot more. So I will bring like a pack of nuts at work. So if I do feel hungry, then I'll take, a bite.
See, go ahead, Kim, go ahead.
No, thanks, Wendy. No, I was just going to say that Wendy posted up a really awesome recipe for the crustless quiche, and that's sort of slices really well to take to work for yourself and to snack on as well.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, and when I'm in the spring season, for me, I make an Alka-Geyser Prime in the morning, and then I make an omelet with onions in it, and that's my breakfast. It lasts me for 3-4 hours usually.
Okay. Also, now that means my breakfast needs to fill in with more food. Because before I was just eating fruit, and then Alka-Geyser is pretty full already.
What more?
Yeah, that's why we're giving you some breakfast ideas now, because fruits are not okay at the moment. So
okay.
Just as well you're getting up nice and early in the morning, Cindy. You got time to do all this cooking.
Now I have to think about more different food to cook.
That's all right. We'll give you more recipe ideas coming next week as well. I'm sure. Kim, do you have some ideas for us too?
Yeah, I'll certainly add. But I wanted to ask Cindy, what you posted up. What did you toss those greens in? It looked really nice. You had a dish with enoki mushrooms and green.
Oh, that's chives. Chives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think chive is in season right now in Hong Kong, because I see it sell everywhere. So you just sort of dice it, not like too small, and then you just stir fry it, and then you just add eggs to it. So it's just a very simple like chives of eggs. That's it.
Nice. It looked really good.
It's very tasty. You can try it. I don't know if they sell chives in Holland, like the Chinese chives.
Yeah. We might have to go to the Oriental supermarket when we go to the market.
They probably.
Yeah, it's definitely in season now. It's definitely in season because I see it in a lot of supermarket right now. So like that's like I every time now I shop, I will look through the food list. I was like, oh, can I eat this? And then yesterday I got like a purple Brussels sprouts, and then it didn't mention purple Brussels sprouts. It mentioned Brussels sprouts as fine. So like I was like, I guess it's fine. They didn't take out like a purple one.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're fine with that. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And Cindy, I really like your awareness now. When you asked me about the tea leaf eggs earlier, you were wondering if this is okay. Like, it's this amazing awareness, and you can always ask the vendor when they sell, those who sell you the eggs, ask them like what ingredients do they have, if they have sugar in it or not. So that way you can be sure about that. But really awesome that you're so aware about this, about sugar right now. So yeah.
Yeah, because today I went to a very boutique supermarket where they sell a lot of like fancy stuff, and I was looking through the entire it's a very small one, but like I was telling my fellow, like 70% of the food in here I cannot eat right now. It's either carbs or it's like processed food or with heavy sugar stuff. Yeah.
Nicely done. Yeah. So now we know that some of these supermarkets, they don't really serve the most functional foods for us in certain times. So that's all I would say.
Yeah. I think it's the mentality is changing too, because I was looking at Kim's recipe making that mayo, and then like I searched online, and then I saw how the Japanese, the crab stick salad, they use mayo base as well. I was like, oh, then I can use Kim's ingredient, and I just add like different things in there, like sesame oil, like garlic, to make it more Asian flavor, and then I can mix it with salad, and with any salad that I want to have like a mayo base in it.
There you go. Love hearing how creative you are with your ideas now. And thanks to Kim.
I would try it. Yeah, I will try it. I ordered that blender that Kim had, well, similar one, a hand blender.
Yeah, hand
online. Yeah, it looks very convenient. So I ordered one online and I will try it.
Great.
Really, because you can, the manufacturers probably don't tell you this, but you can use them when you're on the stovetop for blending up soups and sauces and all that sort of thing. They're really handy
Yeah,
things.
I saw them. They were chopping soup like in the pot, and then they just put it in the middle. I think it just helped to grind it better, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I will see. Yeah, I'm very excited about that too.
Yeah.
Even
awesome.
The frozen stuff.
Even the what?
The frozen stuff. It blends it perfectly. Yeah. You don't have to wait until it defrosts. You just chuck it in.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good to
noise.
know.
It makes a lot of noise, but it's very nice.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I will try. Because the blender I have now, it's like a little bit on the choppy side when it comes to like frozen or like very thick stuff. So now when I chop my alkagizer stuff in there, I have to do it like very fine in a way, small pieces, so it doesn't get caught up in the blender. Right. Or else it doesn't blend that well, that I just feel like eating like leftover veggie, like all mushed together.
But maybe so one idea for you, Cindy, is there are higher power blenders out there. So maybe down the road, if you would consider you want to like upgrade to another one, I have some ideas for you, like what brands that you can consider, but it's all about how powerful the blender is. So
because I saw online the one that Eric recommend, like the Vitamix one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
that's the one. It can be pricey.
Very pricey.
It's very pricey. Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I know what you mean. I actually started off with like a really cheap Chinese brand, but my God, that one, I got it in Beijing and it's just so bad. It finally just die. So I told myself that, you know what, I've been seeing the value of a blender. And also because I'm going to be incorporating blender in my meals a lot more. So I decided to invest into a Vitamix, and I'm so glad I did that because it saves me time from chopping all those vegetables to make my alkagizer in the morning.
Yeah, I just saw like Kim just throw those things in there. I was like, wow, that's like a really powerful blender.
Yeah,
I have to like cut it into pieces, then I put it in, because I have a magic bullet. But I think that's more for like fruit smoothie. It's very similar to that NutriBullet that Eric was recommending. But I think that has a higher voltage, like watts, so it's stronger. Mine is only 300. So that's why, like, I mean, the function is, it's like a little cup. It's like a bullet one. So it's very convenient. After you chop it, you just take the cup and then you just go.
Yeah. Those are actually good blenders for traveling. So I would definitely keep that one around. Because I'm looking to get a traveling blender too. So when I travel, I can still make my energizer on the road. So
yeah.
Cool. That's great, everyone. Well, does anyone have any more questions?
Yes, Kim, you mentioned about the pate recipe.
Oh my God, yeah, I didn't get around to doing that, did I? I'll have to get. Not gonna let me off.
It'll be great. Yeah, it'll be great in the coming weeks if you have time. So if you have any other ideas of recipe for us, like video, we love to see them. I love to see it. I would say speak for myself here. So
yes, I would love to see like those easy, like recipe like your mayo.
Yeah. Okay. I'll look out for you. Yeah. Sucker.
All right.
All right. Well, congratulations again for getting to the end of week 6. Really proud of everyone. And have an awesome weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. We'll see
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cindy, Cindy, we talked about doing measurements again because we are now officially halfway through WildFit. And it's time to take the scale out, put the battery back in, and check.
Then I have to tell. This morning I was sort of cleaning up and changing seasons, and then a lot of the clothes that I put away before that it wasn't fitting, and then now I try it on. It's a lot looser, and then it fits. But then when I take out that scale and measure my waist and hip, it didn't change from from where I was measuring before in the beginning, which is I find it strange. I was like, oh, and it gives me anxiety already that I only took 2 measurements. I was like, there's no change. I don't want to keep measuring anymore.
All right, Cindy. I'll explain what's going on here. It's likely that you are losing inches, but the scale, the number doesn't change. Or maybe that's not.
Oh, not the scale. It's the measure tape. I was measuring my waist and my hip.
Okay. All right.
And it didn't change from when I at first measuring it. I was doing it in the morning too. But then on the clothes wise, when I was taking out my clothes and I was start trying on again, and then I definitely know some of them are like really tight when I put it in, or it doesn't even fit. That's why I put it away. And then now when I wear it, it's like, oh, it's loose. It's like then I don't know if I lost weight throughout the year and then now it's but then it's just funny how the body fitting, it doesn't measure up to the tape.
Yeah. Well, no, I can tell you something, Cindy. Reggie's been noticing his fat's been sort of shifting around his body and not in the same places that he's been measured.
Wow. Came from my back, went to the front.
Yeah,
So,
there's definitely some reconfiguring going on, but what a win! You're already getting back into clothes that you thought you'd relegate the closet.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, it's not as tight anymore. Like I fit in, and I was like, okay, that's good. I mean, some of them are still tight, and I was like, oh, I took it out anyway, and I was like, I feel confident that by the end of the program, I should be able to wear that.
For sure. Good stuff.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Good
alrighty.
weekend, everybody.
Good weekend.
All right.
See you Monday.
See you
Yeah,
on Monday.
Thank
good
you.
weekend, everybody.
Wow,
Bye.
thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mhm.